Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the LSU Tigers and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Lane Kiffin before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Kentucky's offense will have the football first. And they'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense. They said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots, so obviously we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
Sells to fake. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Motion from the wideout. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Look out! The throw just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Takes a hit as he fires. Just had to get rid of it. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The LSU Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now onto the field is Winston Watkins. What a game he had last time out. Really helped him to the win. Better than 150 yards and a score.
And this receiver, when we talked about him in the preseason, he was up on all the lists, right? One of the best in the country, makes his QB better, and he has not disappointed. I think he's better than we thought he was, and he was already one of those guys we were talking about. So Palmer looks a little bigger, maybe a little bit stronger, but making his quarterback look good.
Well, he told us yesterday he thought he had his best offseason that he's had since playing college football, and he said because of the success I had a year ago, I knew I was going to get double-teamed more.
Oh, a lot of space. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Drops back. It's Levin. Got him downfield. He's loose down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Number 8, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide left, it's Baxter. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find way.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Right side, it's Baxter. Turns it on at midfield. Makes a grab and room to run. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Bulldozes his way through. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Long. Extending the play. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Unloads to the wideout. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Left side is Wilson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Straight ahead, it's Berry. Breaks into the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really...
Ball is loose, and the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
In the red area, it's Durham. They've got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
LSU 41, Kentucky 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down.
It's a seam wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Handoff for Baxter. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking for a man, it's long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
They'll run it with Baxter. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Kentucky! So much needed life for this offense. offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. First play of this drive. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. The short hands, it's Durham. At the 45, on his way. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Here comes the heat. He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Kentucky right back to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's long. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got it, back corner of the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throw to the right side. That's Wilson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense in an empty set. Snap on first down. Wants to throw. Got a man. It's Green. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
To throw, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Brown. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17.
Man, that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Making the adjustment on the play. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Escapes the pressure going right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Sets his feet, it's Levin. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Let's send the tight end in motion. On first down, it's Baxter again. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, LSU. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Runs through a tackle. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's long. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Drops back on 1st down. They're all over him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Short pass. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They want to throw it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. He splits the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. One of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the 3rd quarter.
All right, Holly. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
That's caught. It's Wilson. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to Caden Durham. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. On the run, fires downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw on first. Short gain on the play before he slides. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Running inside, it's Durham. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Tigers! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
LSU 56, Kentucky 27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll move the tight end. Quick give. It's Patterson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. To the air. It's Long. On the move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Using his legs, it's Patterson. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Drives inside. Makes one man miss. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hits inside, it's Berry. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They give it to him again. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give to Caden Durham. Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Still looking. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Levitt. Extending the play. Caught. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Handoff, Caden Durham.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caden Durham again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Durham. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Pulls it in at the 25. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Orlando. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give on the counter. There he goes. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Back to pass, it's Ward. Under pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. See some running room. Crosses the 35. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On first down, it's Durham again. There's some room. He's got the first down. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ivory. Enough to move the chains. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And This has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Number 82, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.